Walmart is asking for the case to be thrown out. Taxes have been in the headlines a lot recently, and soon if Congress doesn't act, the grieving process could be expensive for future heirs. Joining me now to tell us why is Dan Ruttenberg, a principal with Small and Plevy of Vienna, Virginia. So the estate tax, where do we stand with that right now?
Well, right now, there is no estate tax. There's no federal estate tax. It has been repealed for the year 2010. The problem is, if Congress does nothing, we're looking at a potentially very large estate tax. On January 1, it goes back to prior law, which means you're allowed to leave $1 million to your heirs before an estate tax kicks in. But when it does kick in, the rates are very high and quickly go up as high as 55%. So,
if Congress doesn't act, that's the million-dollar question. I was talking about million-dollar estates because they haven't gotten much done anyway. They're spinning their wheels. What are the chances that they're not going to do anything? There's got to be a lot of pressure for them to take action.
Everything I've seen so far, they're talking about income taxes. They're talking about extending the Bush income tax rates. But they only have so much they can focus on right now, and they really have put the estate tax on the back burner. I've seen one proposal which addressed it, but there's a lot of different factions out there that everyone thinks $1 million is too small, but they can't come to terms on should it be a $3.5 million number, should it be a $5 million number, or should there be a full repeal? So since they can't get an agreement on that, I don't think they're going to let that hold up a income tax agreement that is, I believe, impending.
Now, for a lot of people watching, they hear $1 million and their eyes start to roll, as we all do, because that sounds like a lot of money, but it really isn't when you start adding together everything of an estate. Explain, give me some examples.
Well, yeah, it's not hard to be a millionaire, certainly when you die. For your parents or the older community, they bought a house when it was $25,000, but in this area, those houses can easily be worth $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. Retirement plans, all of that is added together when you get your estate. If you're young, life insurance is included in your estate for estate tax purposes. And if you're in your 30s and you have a child and you don't have a $1 million policy, which is like a 20-year term $1 million policy, you should, because they're incredibly inexpensive. So if you don't have that kind of insurance, you should, which puts you into the estate tax problem.
Dan Ruttenberg with Small and Plevy, thanks so much. Coming up on Capital Insider at 8, with the recent government pay freeze or